Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Wang now is from Group 7. And welcome aboard our flight, and it will take no more than 8 minutes. In order to ensure the normal operation of our aircraft, passengers, please keep your electronic devices down throughout the flight. And please be seated and fasten your seatbelt. And during the flight, I'm going to introduce you our magazine named Air Guide, and we hope that you can have an enjoyable experience. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, I'll stand here. Okay. Well, Air Guide is consisted of 5 parts. And it is also the outline that I'm going to present you. Job analysis, interview, comparison, questionnaire, and the movie that we want you to appreciate. Okay, here we go. Well, when we refer to the word airline, what comes to our mind first is the young and beautiful lady with a bright smiles. They are flight assistants, so what's their job contact? They have two main objectives. Ensure a safety flight and take care of passengers. So, in order to ensure a security flight, they need to know almost everything about safety, like fare protection, like how to deal with a forced landing, even arrest tactics. So if you have a girlfriend who works as a flight assistant, you'd better not to make her angry. It's good for you sometimes. Well, taking care of passengers is easy to understand. They serve food, they serve forms, and other things that if you ask for. So, how can I ensure that whether I am qualified to be an FA? And we invited Ms. Yes to answer this question. And the height, the English ability, the language ability, and the behavior are all required. But above all, a good attitude, a warm heart, obviously a good attitude is the most important thing. And here are some other tips provided if you decide to interview the job, such as English ability, how to respond, how to keep a smile, and I think you can find a good understanding in it. Well, part 2, I will introduce you Professor Xu. He is now working in Yuanzhi University and is a former manager, works in an airline company. He shared his experience with us on how to train, how to evaluate, and how to motivate employees and the transfer system. And he also gave us some advice on how to on the best choice for enterprises for freshmen. And here is another piece of advice for current employees, and I think it's also suitable for all kinds of people who work in different jobs. It's working satisfied and satisfied in your work. Share with you guys. Well, part 3 is the comparison of work environment. We search information from 3 big air companies, Cathay Pacific, China Airlines, and EVA Air. And let's take the training of pilots as an example. From this slide, we can see that China Airlines has more projects and lessons, while EVA Air has the longest period of training. So in contrast, we think that pilots who work in Cathay Pacific may have a less stressful career. And something like that, we have other comparison items. So that and you can find many more interesting differences among them. And from the comparison, maybe you can find a favorable company to get in. Okay, part 4. I forgot. Oh, okay, part 4 is analysis of the questionnaire in our survey, and we have received almost more than 200 copies in our survey. And I will take some of the questions as an example, and let's see what we can conclude from the survey. The first question is, what's the job that you are most interested in? And from the graph, we can easily see that the ground crew is the most popular job among college students. But the situation is that there remains a huge talent gap in this occupation. That's weird, but why? Why don't you want to go into this industry? Well, from the 2 toughest reasons we can infer the answer to it is that they are blind to this industry. So we can advise some colleges and universities to open some subjects about airway or some. So having said these examples to you, I can see that our questions are systematic and scientific, and our analysis are logical and practical. So, from the questionnaire, you can maybe find something valuable for you while reading. Okay, we already moved to the last part, is the movie part. And the movie that we want you to appreciate is Up in the Air. Superstar George Clooney stars in this movie, and the background of the story is set in an airline company, of course, and the storyline is about dismissal and the meaning of working. And we also offer a great insight of the working mechanism, which is mentioned in this film, and helping you get a better understanding of the film. And but all in all, the purpose that we want our readers to see this film is to know these two keywords: finding and loving. Because we believe a career should be a process of finding opportunities and keeping loving the things that you are working on. So we wish everyone can have a happy career, also your own life. And our flight is coming to the end, but that's not all, because there are more information in our magazine and you can figure it out in the book. And then thank you for your cooperation and attention, and we wish you a pleasant day. Thank you, goodbye.